Hey, Big Mike here. Here's a small explanation of how I do things. And what I do is completely different than what the other books do, the other handicappers do. First, you understand, you go to these handicapper sites, whether it's Pickswise, Picks and Parlays, Picks Dog, or any of the other 100 fucking sites. Every one of them, they give you a bunch of parlays. They know that's what folks want to see, and they would live on the dream of the parlay. Shit's stupid, doesn't work. But why do they give it to you? Well, they give you a lot of free ones. Why do you suppose that is? You notice the links to the handicapper site, to the book sites. You know, they'll have a link to FanDuel, they have a link to MGM, they have a link to all these things. Why do you suppose that is? They're on affiliate programs. You sign up through them on one of these link sites, and as long as you're a member and use that site, they get a portion of your losings. That's it. They get as much as 40% of what you lose. That's their money. They're paid to make you lose. They keep giving you these hopes and dreams. This shit don't work. They're getting paid if you lose. Free my ass. That shit ain't free. They took your money. Don't be a dumbass. Now, I do things differently. Now, here's how I use it. I take my years of experience, the time I used this, which was a short time because it was fucking hot in Vegas and I couldn't stand it. I was a runner for an East Coast book. I'd lay off their heavy. I'd take the other books heavy back. They went back and forth. That way they maintained their 50 in, 50 out. They lived on that 10% VIG. That's how a book works. Once you learn how a line is set, you can start making money on it. Here's how it works. We got favorite teams when we go to games with point spreads like basketball or football. They set the line where they think they're going to get 50 in, 50 out, and their long-term experience tells them where that's going to be. Now, heavy teams, like they have big fans bases, like maybe the Dallas Cowboys or Kansas City Chiefs or, one of those teams, and we all know who they are. They got big fan bases. Now, 80% of bets come from fans, not from gamblers. They bet their team because they feel loyal to their team. Well, what happens when that happens is, say it's realistically should be a field goal game in football. But that team gets heavy, heavy bets. So all of a sudden it's -6.5 or 7.5. That half is really cool. That puts you to 7.5. So they win by a touchdown. 7.5 really means in 8 out of 10 games, 13. Or at least 11. It's just a heads up. But see, these people keep betting the spread. On those point games, I like to go with a teaser. Now, I figure that team's going to win, but are they going to win by 7 points? I go a 6-point teaser with 3 choices. That plays plus 145. It's a hell of a lot easier to find 3 games that will be within 6 points of the spread than one game that's going to cover the spread. And if you go one game straight, it only pays you minus 110. So you put 3 of them together. You go teaser, 6 points, make plus 145. Now you got 6 of those you take. You do them, mix them up like it was a round robin. 6 points, 6 games, 3 game teasers, mixed together. That's 20 different bets. You only got to win half of them to be way ahead. You win 4, you're ahead. You win 5, you're way the fuck ahead. 6, well, hey, go to the bank. It's called a business. Common sense. Not silly-ass parlays where you get on and turn $5 into $10,000. That's the fucking stupidest shit I've ever heard. Who buys that shit? Now, the book will give you a bunch of parlays. They're happy to take your money. Those handicapper sites, they give you a bunch of parlays because that's what you want to hear. They want you to live on the dream. They keep feeding you that bullshit. But you signed up through their link. They made money when you lose. That's how it works. I mean, don't be dumb. Now, when you come to games like baseball or hockey, they give you a line. Say it's the winners, the favorites minus 200. Everybody says, well, I don't want to bet minus 200. Well, that's because you're fucking stupid. Winner's a winner. If you make 50% on your money in a day with a common sense bet that's going to win 80% of the time, how stupid is that you walk away from that? If you bought up, say it was your 401k, and you invested in a stock, and it made you 20% across the year, you'd be bragging to everybody about how fucking smart you are. You're a genius. You made investments. You made profit. But you make 50% in a day, you run away from that? What are you, stupid? Come on, man. Man up, Cupcake. There's a way to make money at this shit. And that shit isn't working for you. You're losing money. Now, with those spread games like hockey or baseball, I like to go round robin. I'll take 3 of them by 2s. That's 3 different combinations of 2 games. You only got to win one of them to break even in most cases. If you end up with baseball, say, and you have one run line game, I never go run line. I never go money line or run line on a bet that's got, say, they're the home team, because when they get to the 9th, if they're ahead by 1, the game's over. Now, if they're the road team, and I like them, they're going to win, I may take a chance on the extra point. They got to win by 2. But that's the way it is, You got the Dodgers playing the fucking Red Sox. What's going to happen? You got Yamamoto on the mound? Of course you're going to bet the run line. I mean, that's just stupid if you don't. Put those in a round robin. You're only going to win 2 of them. You got that one that's a run line, and you got some plus money. All of a sudden, you're making really good money on that round robin. And if you only win 2, well, you still broke even. That's the goal. Win on the good days, break even on the bad days, or maybe just lose a little bit. Take your money, spread it around the picks. I give multiple picks. Don't just bet one of them. Bet them all. Bet them in the method I suggest you bet. If you spread them around, if you can start with $100 today and only make $150, you're happy. Do that 5 out of 7 days, you're ahead at the end of the week. Maybe you lost 2 of them, but you never lost more than half of your money, and you probably broke even on those days. Again, common sense. Stupid bets make stupid people broke. If you're sick of putting money into the book and you want to start steadily taking money out of the book, quit living that stupid parlay fantasy where you turn $10 into $10,000. I set a daily amount that I never ever exceed. I start the month with 3 times that daily in it, so it'll cover if I do have a bad day or 2, because I'm not going to have 3. I'm going to keep rolling ahead. I've never ever had 3 in a row where I lost all my money. At the end of the 3 days, I didn't have any money. That's never happened. I mean, ever. Because I know what the fuck I'm doing. I have common sense bets, and I bet them in a common sense method. Now, maybe you lose one day, but the next day you double your money, so you got it back. I bet the same amount every day. I spread it across the picks. If you do it that way, long term, at the end of the week, you say, wait a minute, I'm way ahead. At the end of the month, consistently, if I don't make 10 times my daily, I've done something wrong. And it's usually 15 or more. Now, if your daily is $100 a bet, and at the end of the month, you're ahead $1,500, and you don't think that's enough, you're too fucking stupid for me to be talking to. Seriously, folks? Stop with the fantasy big-ass money. You're not going to turn $5 into $10,000. I mean, come on, man. Did you get through 3rd grade math? Don't be a dumbass. There's a way to make money at this. I do it. I've been proving it. I show the picks every day. Every day I show you how to do it. And no, you don't win every day. But if you cannot lose every day, that's a good thing. And if you do lose, it's 1 day or 2 days a week, and you're way ahead at the end of the week. That's all winning. This is a business. Treat it like a business, not some fucking fantasy lottery ticket. If you want to buy lottery tickets, go down to the 7-Eleven, buy you some mega bucks. Scratch your ticket. Not this stupid-ass 10-game parlay that you think you're going to... I missed it by 2. Yeah, you missed it, motherfucker, every time you miss it. Don't be a dumbass. Now, if you want to earn, and you want to actually learn how to do this, there's a way to do it. I don't deposit money ever. Not my own money. I haven't done this since 2023. I've drawn well over $100,000 out since then on $200 a day. I got the same $600 I started with in 2023 in my account. I've never put any fucking money in there that was my own money. Sometimes I'll cash everything out just to have money, but I'll put back it's all the same. Don't be a dumbass. Learn how to earn. This is a business. Treat it like one. Put that silly shit aside. Quit jumping onto I'm going to become a millionaire on this shit. Learn to gamble. There's a way to do this. And if you do it right, you can make money. Now, the books went ahead and they had to were forced to release their financials when they tried to do California online betting. California made them release their financials. The financials tell them 96% of the people that bet parlays and props lose more in a year than they make. That's only 4 out of 100. And those 4 didn't make a whole lot. Did you get a 1099 this year? You know why? Because you fucking lost. Don't be a dumbass. Learn to earn. Listen to somebody who knows what he's talking about, not some stupid handicapper site that's got all these links to the book, because that's where they make their money. When you lose, they make money. What else is there for them? You don't see any ads on there for Chevrolet and Ford. No, you see ads on there for a book. The book's affiliate program signs them up. Every one of you that links on, because they showed you how to do it, all you got to do is link on here, and this site will handle your bets. Yeah, and when you lose $1,000, they get 400, 40%. Now, how dumb you got to be to play into that? I mean, when I was a kid, I pissed on an electric fence. I sure the fuck didn't do it twice. I mean, come on, man. What are you, dumb? Learn to earn. I hate to keep repeating myself, but I got to sink into some of these people. I see these guys, I'll go to the book, and guys I know well, they're sitting there, well, I got to make money to make the rent. I've lost, I don't know how I'm going to make the rent. I got to win this one. Yeah, stupid shit, you should be ahead. I've been showing you how to do it. I've been telling you how to do it. And you don't fucking listen. Use my picks. Now, I bet my own bets, so I'm making money. So I don't need to get rich off of giving you a handicapper set. Picks, all I do is, I charge $75 a month. That's like $2 a day. All that does is cover my time to type them all up and send each one of you a pick. Now, sure, this month I've got a record number. And I'm actually making a little money on that end too. But I'm not in it for that. I'm just sick of watching people lose money. You can't pay the rent, you can't pay your credit card, you can't pay your car bill, you can't pay your insurance because you bet too much. There's a way to pay those same bills off what you bet. Learn to earn. Follow me. Use my method. Use my picks. It works. It's a proven method. All my picks are clearly posted the next afternoon that shows what I bet the day before. You can see the wins. You can see the losses. Yesterday I gave 15 picks. 13 of them won. Several were teasers. A couple were round robins. 80% profit on the day. So if you had 100, you got back 180. And if that's not enough for you, I don't know what to tell you. This is a business. Treat it as such. Learn to earn. I've said this 20 times. I'm going to say it again. Learn to earn. Quit being a dumbass. Follow directions. Listen to somebody who actually knows what they're talking about. Not some guy telling you because he wants you to go to some book and make some money off of you. I'm using my picks. I use them. I make money. I'm standing here. I didn't go to work today because I'm already making money today. I don't need to. I don't have to sell you your picks. Hell, I'll even send them to you free a couple days if you ask for them. Just learn how to follow directions. Use the picks that I've heavily researched. These other books, the ones that are trying to get you money and they're trying to get you to link into their site, they brag they're in the 50s percents. I'm 50